Hello guys, welcome back to Van TV Media. Guys, if you're new, please just consider subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that in case we do post any story, you'll be the first one to view. We are on this issue of white Afrikaners going to USA as the refugee Afrikaners given a term refugee. So there is a guy here has just revealed something, has just told us the reason why Donald Trump decided to get back the white people to America. Just listen to what this guy has just told us about the full truth about the information.
I'm sure you're all wondering what's going on with white South Africans moving as refugees to the United States. All this noise about white South Africans being persecuted and all that. I'm here to tell you exactly what's going on. There's no white people being persecuted in South Africa. There's nothing like that. And these are not refugees. These are not immigrants. These people are moving to the United States on invitation by President Donald Trump of the United States. At the same time, the same President Donald Trump, he's busy deporting people who are not white from the United States, and he's inviting people who are purely white back in the United States. Do you know exactly what's going on here? There's something going on here. It is all connected to MAGA, Make America Great Again. Now, by now, if you don't know what Make America Great Again means, after you watch this video, you should understand exactly what Make America Great Again means. There was a time when 99% of the, 95% of the population of the United States used to be white, pure white, pointed nose and blue eyes. But now, the population of the white race in the United States is 54%. That's a huge drop. And the white race in the United States is shocked and startled and threatened by this. Like, oh guys, we are now becoming a minority, especially when Barack Obama was elected in the United States. And this debate came into the forefront to say, how did we elect a black man to be president? Something's going on, you know? And since Barack Obama, there's been a deliberate campaign in the United States to make America white again. That's why Trump makes so much sense. He's a dumb kind of guy. He's a funny guy. He's kind of floppy and kind of low IQ-ish. But they love him. And you wonder how they love such a guy. He's fat, you know, and Americans are very, very careful when choosing their president. They don't choose, they want to choose someone who eats properly, who's got a proper weight, but Trump is fat. Americans are very careful at choosing a president. They want a family man, and Trump, you know, he's been married like a couple of times. He doesn't fit the, you know, the profile of an American president. And if you look at everything about Trump, you know, he's not religious, you know. Of course he lies that he is evangelical, but he's not religious, so he does not fit the profile of an American president. But all of a sudden, everybody in the United States, all white people in the United States, they love him, they want him to be president. And you wonder why. Is Make America White Again. That's the agenda that drove them to Donald Trump, because that's what they believe, that the white race is becoming minority from 95% to 54% in 2020. That's quite serious, you know. And when you see Donald Trump deporting people of color out of the United States and importing white race, you know, you have to understand how the United States was created. The United States was created by encouraging migration of white people only from Europe to the United States. And there was great migration of white Europeans from Europe straight to the United States. They were invited, they were putting adverts out there in magazines and TV and radios, out there in Germany, in Britain, in Ireland, everywhere in Europe, encouraging white people to go to the United States so that they can grow the white population. And this happened some 200 years ago, 150 years ago, and 100 years ago. They wanted to boost the white population to make sure that they populate America and make America white. And they succeeded. And that's what we call America now, the United States. And now Trump is reviving this dream, reviving this agenda of making America white again. So that's why you're seeing those so-called refugees coming from South Africa, white refugees, white asylum seekers, white immigrants, I don't know what to call them, but they have to have something to pretend is happening. Like, okay, they're being persecuted, they're being murdered in South Africa, there's crime, they're targeting them. So, they have to make it look like, that's how politics work. They have to look like something is happening. We have to say we are saving them, bringing them over to safety. But the actual fact is they're making America white again. They are bringing in white immigrants and deporting non-white immigrants. And that's what making America great again is all about. So if you're black, anywhere you are, and you are a supporter of Trump, it means you don't know this fact. You don't know this fact. So most of the black people around the world are very religious, and when they hear Trump saying he's anti-gay, they're like, oh yeah, he's evangelical, he loves Israel. Oh yeah, we're behind Trump. They are misled. You are misled if you're black and you're MAGA. You are misled, because what it really means is making America white again. And you, sir, are not needed in the United States. You, sir, are not needed among the Trump supporters. When they see you, they're targeting you. You are the reason why Trump is. So I just wanted to share that information today, because everybody's wondering why a bunch of white people are moving to the United States from South Africa. So I thought I would share that today. Have a good day.
Right, that is how the guy has just told us the truth about about Donald Trump deciding to take back white people to America. Because you remember most of the time before this the people who are deported into different countries, more so people who are affected the most were black people. So there is another video I just told you on this mathematics that is being adding up by Donald Trump, adding and subtracting, whereby he was subtracting black people from America and adding white people, so that the number of white people to be more than the number of black people. Because you see these things of racism has become so normal upon Donald Trump, whereby never Donald Trump make any speech, you can just see her face. You can just see his face being a racist. So you want to add the number of white people in America and subtract the number of black people in America. Because you see the time Barack Obama was elected in America, some of the white people were not happy about what happened. They were not happy being ruled by black people, so that they have seen that the thing is that they are supposed to remove or to reduce the number of black people in America, so that they can dominate the number of white people in America. In case of comes election, or in case of comes the ruling in America, the white people to have a high domination in America. So that is some of the things, some of the truth that was behind that has been revealed today. Just drop your comment. What is your opinion? That was upon his opinion, and that was upon my own opinion. And just tell us what was your opinion, because you can see we know Donald Trump was being told or was being asked by Elon Musk to do such a thing, but in real sense, if Elon Musk was behind the mastermind of this act, someone may ask, what was the benefit of Elon Musk for doing that act? What was the behind of Donald Trump for doing such a thing? Because they claim that those white people were being harassed, were being discriminated in South Africa. Land was taken away from them, were prostituted. So those are things that they were said upon those white people being discriminated by the black people. But you saw the president Ramaphosa of South Africa came up and languish what an act was. Ramaphosa was not happy for what Donald Trump did. Just tell us your opinion, because different people have their different opinion on what happened, or even, or if you are one of the Afrikaners who was transported from South Africa to America, you can just drop your comment and tell us what was behind that act. Really, what was behind that act, so that people can understand what was the meaning of white people being taken to America. Just drop your comment and tell us what is your opinion. And guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, just subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell, so that in case we do or post any story, you'll be the first one to view. And guys, let us meet in the next episode.